Alright peeps, it's my final thoughts on Masters of the Universe, the board game Clash for Eternia. This is probably going to be my shortest final thoughts, because the Kickstarter basically went a different way than I thought it would have gone. Because, god damn this game at all, it basically is still just a skirmish. It's just still a skirmish. Now, a few years back, Dragoni publishers, they brought out Arena the Contest, which was basically what happened with Masters of the Universe, the board game here. A skirmish, but they basically brought out a campaign, and when people actually got the box, the skirmish was very good, and you could play the campaign. And the campaign was so well received by fans, it then brought out Teneris Adventures, which is like an epic campaign based around all the characters from that first game. So can you imagine if this Masters of the Universe board game here now had a campaign that you could actually excuse me, that you could actually go on as well, because you've got a ton of heroes, you've got a ton of scenarios, you've got already, and why not just put them through a campaign? And now it's like, when this video comes out, you'll have just less than, I guess, 20 hours to go and get Teneris Adventures Arena the Contest and their RPG, because it blossomed now into what's going to be the next generation RPG. Now this is what could happen with Masters of the Universe if they followed the same actual program. Does Simon are they actually aware of what's going on Kickstarter at the minute, and where the big monsters are and how they should be affecting the future? Because in the video game industry, when a game does big, and I'm telling you now, Arena the Contest, Teneris Adventures, and that is all, they're massive big titles. In the video game industry, usually everyone wants a bit of that piece of that pie and knows that if they follow the same formula, they'll make lots of money. And Masters of the Universe, it's basically Simon. Simon are like a head in the sand. They don't understand what they could have done to actually started something, followed the same program. And imagine Masters of the Universe skirmish game and campaign bleeds into a massive campaign on the second Kickstarter, and then finally goes into pushing the content out even further, and then going into Masters of the Universe role-playing game. That would have been magic on a stick. But they haven't. They have a lot of miniatures of He-Man in different poses as well. Lots of this stuff here, the Evil Horde, just a bunch of just plastic, basically. Unless you've got a campaign where you're moving into this area and you've got to fight all these areas, it's just a scenario on its own. It doesn't really make any sense. And here we can see the all-in, which is all of the content they brought out. Now, the Assault on Castle Grayskull expansion, that is a quite interesting skirmish. That's actually very good. However, these bottom ones down here, the Evil Horde, the Wrath of the Snake Mountain expansion, and She-Ra and the Great Rebellion expansion, they're just big boxes of plastic, and they're going to remain on your shelf most of the time until you want to actually bring them out and do that skirmish. And then when you've probably done those skirmishes, you'll probably put it on the shelf, and it'd be, you know, all of this is like a bit of a waste for me. It really is. And for $345, you can pretty much go over to the Teneris Adventures and buy the board game package for this. So, but there's more. There's absolutely more, because what they've done here, they've extended it by bringing out play mats and 3D terrain sets and all this stuff. Why didn't they just get rid of these expansion boxes and just give you these terrain sets and a campaign? That would have been far more innovative and amazing. But they've just kind of dropped the ball for me, because Simon, you need to get over this. You need to stop just doing boxes of plastic, because it's just nonsense at the end of the day. You know. And I don't have a Simon on my game shop, because at the end of the day, they are just massive space monsters that just sit there, and you're only going to be bringing a couple of boxes down. Doesn't matter if that base game is good. They've wasted the opportunity to actually go from the base and evolve on the Kickstarter and turn it into a miracle. All they've done here is follow the same plan that CMON keep doing, which is pushing out plastic expansions all the time. They should not be called CMON anymore. They should just be called the Plastic Box Company, because they're just boxes of plastic that you're not gonna be, because it's just so disappointing. But all I can do is, the prices here are competitive with Tenaris Adventures, and you get a more impressive skirmish that even has competitive skirmish battles online if you check YouTube for them. It has, in the books, looks like an incredible adventure, which is then now going to go to an RPG, and what a future it has as well. And here it's like it went to Arena the Contest and we didn't get an adventure, and it never evolved into something in the future. And essentially this is CMON laying a line in the sand saying, we're not going to do any more Masters of the Universe content. This is it. This is it. We're not doing any more. I'll be shocked if they do. So I think that's summing it up for me. The cost of the all-in is right up there with Tenaris, and with Tenaris you get a much more exciting project, much more exciting game, more exciting classes, bosses, dragons, painted bosses. Like, there's no competition. And Master of the Universe should have had a campaign. It had the potential. In my first video of my early impressions of this Kickstarter, I was so excited of what they could be bringing to the table. I actually said CMON are back in the Premier League of Kickstarters, but I'm going to have to relegate them. They're back down in the first division. No Premier League for CMON until they start realizing that people want actual content that's not just plastic in a box. And I know you can use these, but when you're using the plastic from box A, the plastic in box B, C, D and E is on the shelf. So just massively disappointed. If you want a positive spin on this, go to my first video, because I'm more positive. But on this one, the way it's gone, the way all these expansions have put the price right up there, it's now in competition with Tenaris Adventures. And please check that out. I did my final thoughts on that, which I'll put the link up above here, which is where I actually recommend you put your money if you want a good skirmish game, and then have the benefit of having a fantastic adventure that you can play with your friends on, and that can just extend into a role-playing game beyond that as well, and have amazing boss versus boss battles with all of the dragons, and it's just so much more of an exciting project. And what it shows with Master of the Universe is it all began on day one on Kickstarter as a skirmish game. Arena of the Contest blossomed into Tenaris. Master of the Universe just blossomed into a bit of grass. Not an orchid, what Tenaris Adventures has become. And in fact, Tenaris Adventures, Tenaris RPG, is the new wave of RPG. This is going to be the start of a brand new Dungeons and Dragons that you're seeing right here on Kickstarter. It's incredible what's happening over there. It's a miracle. But here, it's another it'll do attitude. No, it'll do. Yeah, just for one more boxes of plastic it'll do, And it's such a shame. But there's my final thoughts. I don't recommend pledging for Master of the Universe at all. If you've got that money to squash, put it on Tenaris while you can. And you'll have a much better engaging prospect than this waste of space that will be on your shelf. So on that bombshell, peeps, thank you so much for listening. If you like the content, please put a thumbs up on the video. Check out our podcast as well, which is coming out on every Sunday. You can check the link in the description if you want to ask any questions, and you'll be featured on this Sunday's show and all that good stuff. Well, love to know your comments on how you thought this Kickstarter went, because you obviously know mine now, and I just want to know, are you still backing it? Are you excited still for it? So I'm guessing there's people out there, of course, and all that good stuff. So yeah, I've been your host, Lipstickpaddy. This has been Kickstarter Radio 102.4. You take care, stay safe, and bye bye for now.